Before we get into the really strange videos, we're going to start this one off with something that's only a little bit weird.
Ay, hala mo Panakon din.
Panakon gani. Yang kuan.
Lawa, oo.
Isang sa Jesse na yun.
Dukog brane.
Kahit na kuan stick kay para makuot siya.
Ala ko sulod.
Sulod.
Or basin mo kuan ni water snake. Ganahan mo sulod gyud. Ari gawas ang ulo. Na. So na
Panakon na drums.
Ay panakon gyud.
Uy, banakon siya drums.
Hala may ragyud wa mo
Banakon siya bando.
Kumpramig. Hala. Sarap Anthony.
Now imagine calling your local plumber, tell him that you've got an issue with your toilet. This is exactly how it would go.
Alright, what's the issue here? Whoa! That is a whole king cobra in your toilet. My friend, a plumber cannot help you in this situation. You're gonna need to get a snake charmer.
Now that we've got that weird video out the way, let's get into the real strange clips.
Firman el juramento que ellos están confirmando que no van a ser partidistas. Firman el juramento que ellos están confirmando que no van a ser partidistas.
That guy just casually came out of that portal wearing flip-flops and a shirt. I genuinely thought that people that go through portals and time travel would have some sort of special, costume that doesn't allow their body to rip while they're flying through the portal. But now we're learning, even though I'm not sure if this video is real, that in Terminator, they come out naked, and this guy, he just comes out with flip-flops and a t-shirt. Well, alrighty then.
Alrighty then. Your car knows when you're I'm not being dramatic. Mozilla audited 25 car brands. Every single one failed. The worst was Nissan. Looking at their privacy policy, they collect basic things like your name, your address, and then it gets weirder. Your internet activity, your browser history, and all the way at the bottom they collect immigration status, philosophical beliefs, and sexual activity. Why does a car company need to collect your sexual activity? It's not just Nissan. Kia's policy says the same thing. 6 of them collect your genetic data. 19 out of 25 say they can sell what they collect to whoever pays. And Tesla, their own employees passed around customers' dashcam footage between 2019 and 2022. A naked man walking up getting his mail, road rage clips, family pets turned into memes, passed around the office in a group chat for fun. You pay for the car, you pay for registration, you pay for insurance, and what do you get? Your data collected and sold to third parties.
So now every single piece of new hardware or new technology has some sort of privacy concern that comes with it. Listen, I live in the UK, and although they haven't implemented the digital ID yet, we can't even go to the grocery store any longer without getting our data harvested. Things are getting concerning, guys.
Get away from me. Hello? Screaming in my ear when I'm trying to sleep. Stop, dude. Stop, dude. I'm trying, bro.
You're trying what?
The actual irony of this woman trying to play a prank on her boyfriend, and she's gonna get the shock of her life when this ghost person mirror in the ghost shell. I don't know. The guy in the ghost is about to play the biggest prank on you, girl. So yeah, be ready. As a matter of fact, my boy is just trying to have some rest and you're disturbing him. So I think you deserve to be pranked by that ghost. Ladies and gentlemen, before we do continue, I do appreciate you so much for coming to this channel, for subscribing, but do help me please like this video before we continue. Just helps us get out into the algorithm and it helps us grow this community, all right? I'm not gonna hold you, of course. Let's go straight to the next video.
50,000 people in one of California's most popular tourist destinations are being told that they will not have electricity next year because data centers need it more. And this entire situation is also because of overlapping authority across 2 states and multiple counties. You see, the Nevada-based NV Energy provides power to the mostly Californian residents, as well as the growing data center market in northern Nevada for companies like Google, Apple, and Microsoft. And that alone was enough for its parent company to consider ditching Lake Tahoe, but then came a fight over prices. They wanted about 19% more per month from residents, but California regulators told them they can get 11%. And all that's supposed to reflect that Lake Tahoe's energy needs peak in winter, which is far more expensive, and that the area balloons to way more than just 50,000 people. Locals argue that they're the one footing the bill year round. And adding insult to injury, the rates are partially based on the fact that the area is considered a luxury market due to vacation homes and mass tourism, but many year-round communities are actually fairly low income. And all of this led to NV Energy saying screw it, and they left the market. Though they argue not completely. They're keeping their infrastructure up, so if Tahoe residents can find another provider, NV Energy is willing to let them use their lines. And while local leaders say that they're probably fine in the short term, long-term deals, it might be hard to come by. Meaning the people in Tahoe are gonna have to compete with data centers and large metro areas for power. And many feel like with just 50,000 people, they really have no leverage. So you've got a lot of people looking at this as maybe a taste of the new normal.
The hidden costs of data centers and AI. Crazy times. People in Lake Tahoe are about to be eating dinner under a candlelight just so that girlfriends can ask ChatGPT whether their boyfriend actually loves them. Imagine that. Wow.
I don't know if we're supposed to talk about the guy in the back. This is a rare photo from JFK's birthday gala after party, so there are tons of powerful and influential people in this room. So we have Marilyn Monroe right here leaning over the railing, and then we have in the very back hallway some sort of ghost, alien observer. What do you guys think this is?
I ain't gonna lie, the first thing that came to my mind is that boy is looking like One for All when he had his mask on. Or it could just be down to bad lighting. But I don't know, guys, I don't know.
This occurred in 2017 in Indonesia. Security guards got an alarm on their phones, letting them know that the security camera had captured something moving. They saw that the door was open and it shouldn't be, but they also saw a face or a head of someone looking at them. Security guards were frightened because later on, a couple of minutes later, they got another alarm. And as you can see, the same head is appearing and looking at them. But look at those bright eyes. This made the evening news in Indonesia and around the world. When security guards were interviewed, they didn't know what it was, but also they refused to go in that building by themselves. At least 2 have to go at the same time. So what do you guys think? Is this a genuine ghost, or was it just an intruder hiding from them?
The fact that that thing moved at the very end, oh gosh, it doesn't get any creepier than that. And the fact that this guy mentioned that the security guard didn't go and check it out, like they're not about to experience some demon in this warehouse or building or whatever. I understand the reason why the security guard didn't go in, because if it was me, I definitely would be quitting my job and getting a job at Smith's Toys.
China needs to chill the hell out. Unitary Robotics have just unveiled what they say is the world's first production-ready manned mecha called the GD-01. You know shit's real when they have to warn everyone to be sure to use the robot in a friendly and safe manner. Bro, we about to get some super villains. Now, not only is this thing massive, standing at 8'8", weighing 1,100 pounds with the pilot inside, so way bigger than a human, but also it looks like it can punch through walls and switch between 2-legged and 4-legged movement on command. Now, the reason people are losing their minds is that this isn't just a prototype like we've seen many times before. This is now a real commercial product that anyone can buy, the first of its kind, for $650,000. But believe it or not, that actually is considered a pretty reasonable price for the robotics that will go into this. The big question is, we copping or what?
So you're trying to tell me that we can buy a Transformers robot before GTA 6? Now granted, $650,000, guys. That's around £500,000 for my UK people. This robot, Megatron, Optimus Prime, better come with a bathroom, it better come with a bedroom, a kitchen, and it better come with a back garden with a shed.
Is Dragon Ball Z commercial. Watch this. Did y'all see that? Did you catch that? It's Gohan and Videl driving in a car. And what numbers does the car have on it? Take a look. 6, 6, and 6 on the number of the car. Not only that, above the numbers is the name Satan. Now, we know in Dragon Ball Z, the American name of Mr. Satan was Hercule, but his name originally, and still is Satan. And his daughter's name is Videl. And if you switch it around, it goes to Devil. Satan 666, and the Satan's daughter's name is Devil spelled backwards. Coincidence? This is just one of the many.
Not gonna lie to you, as a avid Dragon Ball Z fan, this went right over my head. The 666, Mr. Satan, Videl being Devil as well. This all goes to show you that you just never know when you're being initiated into the rituals.
I'm not sure who needs to hear this, but it's all of them. Yes, even your precious Cat Williams. Just a giant Saturn cult. It's just blowing my mind and hurting my heart to see the amount of individuals posting online about Cat Williams and the roast of Kevin Hart, and how Cat Williams was not telling jokes, he was telling the truth. Yeah, telling the truth as a gatekeeper. Because if you don't think he's part of the club, and the spell that they are casting over you is working. I understand to the general population they will not see the symbolism here, but the esoteric symbolism is pretty blatant. This hat sideways representing the rings of Saturn, for the background to be cycling cubes, which for those who know, the cube also represents Saturn. Saturn cube is a prominent occult and esoteric symbol, representing limitation, material reality, time, and karmic restriction. It symbolizes the transformation of the divine, fluid, and chaotic universe into a structured, box-like, three-dimensional existence. It is often associated with the Roman god Saturn. You don't say. You can go ahead and do your own research out there. This video is not going to be a deep dive, but just so you know, Saturn worship is the hidden god behind law, money, and power. This is why you will see the rings of Saturn symbolism everywhere. Not to mention the black cube that is found around the world. But of course, in my own personal opinion, I believe it is quite naive to not think that he is part of the club. Especially for him to just be involved with this humiliation ritual against Kevin Hart. Which these roasts of celebrities are humiliation rituals. Not to mention how Mr. Golden Dawn had his own roast or humiliation ritual, and this goes back again to the occult. Some of these key purposes of these humiliation rituals include initiation and loyalty, where in cults or occult groups these rituals increase loyalty by creating a cost to belonging, ensuring members are broken down and easier to control. Breaking the ego, some interpretations suggest humiliation rituals such as those discussed in the You Know What are meant to destroy ego-driven attachments to social status, forcing them to form a spiritual purification. Through this is often viewed as psychological trauma. Oh, how lovely. Or you have the kiss of shame, which in folklore and modern witchcraft studies, this represents a ritual where a new initiate or witch kisses the devil's you-know-what as a sign of submission. Jesus, please just come back. So yeah, I'm really sorry to burst your bubble if you thought that somehow he was not part of the club and that he was exposing the truth and he was there to be a right fighter. When in reality, from my own opinion, my own understanding, from what I am seeing and what I have witnessed, it is pretty clear that he is a gatekeeper. He is allowed to share some truths, to then gain people's trust, but in reality, he is just as controlled as the rest of them.
You know, this is actually something I never really thought about, to be quite honest. Because the amount of information that this guy spills, I mean, Cat Williams, the amount of information he spills, I'm surprised he wasn't cancelled like Kanye West. Because we all know about how he said a lot of things that he shouldn't have been saying in public and immediately was made out to be like a crazy person. So I guess we just really don't know who in the industry is for and against the powers, huh? And with that being said, I do think one of the most important things right now, for me anyway, is discipline. Discipline of the mind, particularly, and discipline from the forces of this physical realm. It seems like the closer that you want to get to the source, you have to be a disciplined person. And this is one of the hardest things, of course, in this life. Do you know what I mean? To forgo the things of like right now for later, you know, pleasures, the pleasures of now, and you know, writing down your thoughts, writing down your goals, prayer, do you know what I mean, meditation. All of these things are important for you to get closer to the source. So I personally have been going through this journey of discipline. It's not the easiest journey, but the more and more that you dive deep into your discipline, the stronger you can become, and the closer you can get to God, and the closer you can get to the source. But yeah, guys, not gonna keep it as a long rant, all right? Newcomers, you'll see a video pop up right over here. It's made just for you. Click it, like it, view it, leave your comments, all that good stuff, all right? And I'm gonna see you guys in the next video, all right? Take care of yourself. And as always, stay curious. Peace. It's so funny, isn't it? Like, the other video, I was literally talking about how comedians are the guys that are like giving us the information we need, you know, Dave Chappelle, Cat Williams, and now I'm watching this video with Cat Williams, I'm like, I don't even know who to believe any longer. Whoa, what's going on, man? I really